probably not sexy, but let's talk a little bit about your mood. Because I think for a lot of us, this isn't what we're talking about right now. This isn't really what we're talking about. This is the topic that we want to hear about. We don't want to hear about it being difficult, or perhaps even we're not coping as well as we thought we might be. I know for me, the last few days were pretty rough. The weekend I found really tough. I don't think it was because it was Easter. I just think that was a coincidence for me. And it got me thinking quite a bit about how we're all doing, especially those of us, who are responsible for our own incomes and who run businesses that employ others and so on. So I wanted to touch base and just ask you how you're going. Ask you, are you noticing how your mood has been? And ask you, what are you doing about it? Because I think there are some really simple things that you can do. I'm out in the park at the moment and it always lifts my mood to come outside, even if it's just to sit on my doorstep on my balcony with a cup of tea and a bit of sunshine. It lifts my mood. So I want you thinking about what can you do, simple things in isolation, in quarantine, in lockdown. What are some simple things you can do to help your mood? Now, when I'm feeling a bit flat, what tends to happen is I tend to withdraw. So I stop talking, and which is a real big sign that something's wrong. I stop talking, I stop paying attention to the things that I need to, such as emails, that sort of stuff. I focus on my kids, but other than that, I tend to withdraw. And that can include not leaving the apartment. It can include wanting to stay in my pajamas all day, normal sort of stuff, when we're all feeling a bit glum. And the trouble with a situation such as the one we're in now is that there's a real temptation to let that go on too long. And the temptation then is we get caught in a rut that then becomes a pervasive mood that we then struggle to shift. So what I really want you thinking about is, how long have I been feeling the way I'm feeling? Is it more than a day? Am I just having a down day? We're all allowed a down day, mind you, that's okay. Is it more than a couple of days? Am I having trouble lifting that mood? So am I having trouble? Are the things that I would normally do to lift me out of my mood not working? Now, if that's you, then I really want you to consider getting some help. It doesn't have to be anything big and loud. It could just be talking to your GP, your family doctor, and you might need to do that via telehealth. It could be just ringing up a helpline and having a chat to someone who's not emotionally involved and dumping. It could be talking to a peer or a colleague who gets it, so another business owner like you who understands. I had a great conversation with my mentor yesterday, my business mentor. And we just talked about some ideas that I'd had rattling around in the back of my mind. Nothing deep, nothing meaningful, but it helped me get back on track. It was a real help. And I've been able to follow that up today with some action, which also helps. Taking action helps. So think about some simple things that you can do today or tomorrow that might lift you if you've been struggling. It might be just having a shower. It might be getting outside, even if it's just sitting on your doorstep. It might be some simple actions that you can take, like answering an email. I'm a shocker with my email, I have to confess. Anyone who knows me knows how bad I am with responding to email. If you want my attention, don't email me. It could be as simple as dancing like an idiot in your kitchen. I do this all the time. This is how I usually start my day, dancing like an idiot and singing too loud in the kitchen, exclusively for the purposes of making my children laugh, because it gets their day off on the right foot. It can be a bit of a clown. So I want you thinking about what are the things that you can do to lift your mood, because you know what? If we don't, and we're stuck in this for a really long time, there's going to be some consequences. And those consequences could be risk of depression, or risk of stuck in anxiety-ness, or relationship issues, or difficulty connecting with your kids. And we don't want that. That really sucks. So start paying attention today. And I am making a promise that I'm going to keep checking in with you and reminding you just to do that. Check in with yourself. see how you're going. Go for a walk, even if it's just around the block. Go in your pajamas if you have to. Do something that brings a smile to your face. Put some headphones on and play some music too loud. Sing along to it. It doesn't matter what other people think about what you're doing, as long as it lifts you out of that fog and brings you back into focus. Because as you know, I'm all about you being focused on what you can do to keep your business visible during this shitty time, so that your business is one of the ones that rises above the mire and steps beyond the shitty coronavirus, intact, revived and refreshed, offering something that you never imagined before all this happened. So once you're taking advantage of the opportunity to see things differently, and that means looking after yourself, keeping your batteries charged, not just your phone batteries, but your batteries charged. Being kind to yourself, being compassionate to others, but most of all, making sure you don't fall down the rabbit hole, because we don't want to lose you. That's probably enough of a lecture tonight. I can see I've got some comments, I think. Can't tell, haven't got my glasses on. I refuse to wear them when I need them and then can't find them when I do. Alrighty, have a great night. I'll talk to you soon. Much love. Bye.